Sports Podcast.
The best of the best of the best.
No vengan a frontear a echarte flores.
Le llevamos la mejor noticia del deporte.
Nike.
Eso te da duro.
Dígalo, papi, tú supéralo, ¿viste?
Put the fries in the bag.
Número por número.
Yo voy a los míos, así que vamos allá.
Fuego, fuego, fire, fire.
Jacob is gonna dog walk.
Casi en la hora cero.
Eso era lo que se esperaba.
We believe. The one that panicked was the head coach.
Ver estos dos mastodontes.
Just don't agree about the format. I think that
April Fools. Eso fue lo primero que yo pensé.
Un coach de nombre.
so no what's going on. I don't
man.
know. All these good.
Está atrasado.
Ay, el Big Three.
That dog in them.
Playoff de muerte súbita.
Como que eso no tiene ningún tipo de sentido.
They were too predictable.
Un hincapié para otra situación.
La diferencia es que
We be about it too.
Yeah.
Don't get that twist.
Vamos a hablar del mejor deporte del mundo.
We're gonna call that the Hideki effect.
Te vas a apretar.
Gotta roast you out right quick before I let you go.
A cada puerco le llega esta noche buena.
me pensame que no se está comiendo.
Amores que matan. Can.
Shaky, say the least.
Lo que le dieron fue una salsa.
Yo espero que estés preparado para eso.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? Yeah, we talk about playoffs. Thank you for joining. My name is Nolo Boy, founder of We Call Sport Podcast, which our goal is to analyze each sport and share our personal opinions. But before we start, here you have a QR code where you can subscribe to our different programs. Currently, we have 5 programs, 2 on English, 3 on Spanish. Don't worry, we're bilingual. If you want to join a Spanish program, we adjust to you, okay? So on Mondays, in English, We Call Golf, I'll be joining Miguel to discuss the latest on the world of golf. On Tuesday, in Spanish, We Call Sport Puerto Rico, Jay Salas will talk about sports in the island of Puerto Rico. On Wednesdays, in English, We Call Football, I'll be joining Hush X or special guests to bring you a week-by-week matchups until we get to the Super Bowl. On Thursday, in Spanish, the main cast, We Call Sport Podcast, I will be joining G.I. Josh and Jandy to talk about MLB, NBA, and boxing. On Saturday, in Spanish, We Call Wrestling, the team of G.I. Josh, DJ, Jay Salas, and Hush X will bring you the latest and greatest on the world of wrestling. Hit like and share, and remember, we don't talk about it, we be about it.
We go.
We be about it once again. Y'all
We
already know
be
what's
about it.
the deal. You already know what's the deal,
Be
Miguel.
about it.
Miguel, what you need? Tell me what you need, Miguel. Tell me what you
Give me
need.
some golf class. Give me some golf class. I tip my hat.
Yep. All day, every day. Yep. Oh yes, sir. How you doing? Everybody all right? Thank you. Do the Phil Nicholson. Do the Phil. Y'all already know what's the deal. It's Nolo Boy, #Red Cup. You already know what's up. We don't talk about it. We be about it. Once again, we call golf. And we got a little bit shaky already. This one is on us.
Beginning?
Yeah, because
Okay.
we came out Tuesday instead of Monday, so I'm a little bit shaky. So I get that. I get that one. That's on me. That's on me. I'm a little bit shaky on that, but it's okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what's the deal, what we come out here to get, and you already know who I'm hanging out with. Miguel, what's up? How you doing, man? How you doing today?
Good. Listen, I apologize, right? We have a schedule, 9:00 Monday. We just, we have personal things to do. Sometimes this is going to happen, right? On the YouTube world, bringing you content fresh and hot off the press. Well, we're just going to get it off the press on Monday. But we here on Tuesday, still delivering, right? The latest and greatest in golf. You have an hour with me and Nolo Boy. We have some top.
Tell me what we got, Miguel. Tell me what we got.
We got some top subjects here. Obviously, I ain't gonna lie. He called it. That's what's the name? It's right here. It's right over there. We Call Golf. Nolo finally got one with Justin Thomas. I ain't gonna say no more. The guy got 13 wins under his belt. Louisiana, Kentucky. University, Alabama.
Yeah,
Been pro for a minute now. Do we have to talk to him? 31 years old. Listen, he had to win, I guess. He had to win one. Bring me my money. Bring me my money. You know, so with that said, we have a little bit of Justin Thomas, a little bit about his win. We have the ladies, obviously, a fantastic win from a rookie, Lid Blad. We have that. We have another for the, I don't know if he won any events. Yeah, we have another rookie from Punta Cana. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Eagle. South African, I think it is. So we're going to talk a little bit about him. Little young guy, 25, on the tour since 2019. We're going to talk about him a little bit. So kick back, relax a little bit. And we have LIV, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit about LIV. I think we caught something. We have our picks for the next tournament. So excited to be here. Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe, that little bell right there so you can get the latest and greatest as soon as we pop up here on YouTube. Nolo, you called it, man. Congratulations, man.
It's all part of it. But before we jump out there and start this saga, we gotta take care of the people that take care of us. Obviously, you see me and Miguel already with them. Let's talk about then quality ventilation. Let's go.
Quality Ventilation, the industry-leading service that keeps your business moving. These certified professionals can install any system that caters your specific needs. Their commitment to superior service to ventilation, maintenance, HVAC, and electrical is second to none. With more than a decade of service around the U.S. and trusted by major companies, Quality Ventilation staff have the experience to deal with all the models of equipment and stay up to date with the latest in technology. If you wish to contact them, please do so by email or visit their website at qualityventilation.net. And remember, se habla español.
And you already know, remember, se habla español. Quality Ventilation. Main offices are in Killeen, Texas, but do not worry about it. They go anywhere, everywhere. Okay, so they've been on boats, they've been everywhere. They go anywhere and actually conduct business. Okay, so just like
nothing is no bigger project is bigger for him. So if you had a big project, he has worked with major companies, Google, Facebook, obviously the best of the best. So just let him know if you need anything of his help. We'll leave a link obviously in our comments here. And so Nolo, thank you for sharing that quality validation sponsor of ours.
All right. Well, it's I don't know if you've been underneath a rock, right? You're a golfer junkie just like us. Okay. You must know what happened in the RBC. Okay. So
if you know about golf,
if you're a junkie at it, just like us. Like us. You're gonna be like Miguel said, we're gonna be here an hour, so stay tuned. There's gonna be stuff like this. We gotta keep it popping, we gotta keep it active. We got just you can write at us, comments in the bottom, please. Any suggestions, whatever you see, whatever you saw in the tournament or any other tournament that you want to talk about, just bring it out. Any comments, we'll be with you all day, every day. So let's go. So do you want to go first? You want to
let me say a few things and then you take it, because I think you should have your flowers in your moment, just like I have them on the other end, right? So let me give some stats to the people, and then you go ahead and you remind the people your picks. I
want to stay back.
So congratulations to Justin Thomas. Congratulations. Finally, he got the win. Congratulations to his family. Congratulations to, his newborn. Everything is just going right for him here, right? You've been calling it for a long time, Nolo. I know that you've been wanting him to win. You've been looking at him. We've been watching him, obviously, in all these tournaments to actually prove that he has. Let me tell you, on the Century, the first tournament of the year, right? Obviously, Hideki, I called that one. You calling this one is kind of unique because he tied for 26 in the Century at the beginning of the year. He got second place in the American Express. Rory won that, just in case anybody want to know that. I think the Pebble Beach were. Then he ties for Pebble Beach, right? for 48. He ties for the Phoenix Open for 6. Look how low he's going. He already has a top 5, a top 10, top 6. Now he has a tied for 9th in the Genesis, another top 10. I'm going to give you some crazy stuff here. Tied for 36 in the Arnold, tied for 33 in the Players, second in the Vaspar, runner-up. So he already got first, second, 2 runners-up already. Masters, he's tied for 36, a little setback, and then he wins the Heritage. He was due, just like you said, just like the stars line up. Sometimes, another thing I want to point out, switch of a caddy. That's not easy. Once you switch him, you get a win. Hey, it could have been something that needed to click. Maybe the guy next to you is not clicking, is okay on doing caddying, but maybe he needed something fresh, some new pair of eyes, some new attitude. Leaves Max Homa, goes to Justin, wins it. Maybe there was a matchmaking there, right? It's a wonderful matchmaking, more experience, a lot of others good stuff, right? Let's go back to putting. He's number 1. He's first on putting average. So that he's making 1.6. So that means he's making he's one putting him most of the time, maybe getting a 2 putt. On average, he's 5th on average per round. So that means he's making 27.6 a round. That's probably a putt and a half, maybe, in each hole, which Novak, the one that went second, battled with him. He's second when it comes to this putting. So his putting is obviously he's gaining the opportunities. His striking was coming back. So now his putting is going down. He's number 1st. Listen, congratulations to him. He was due. He's second in the FedEx, winning this one. This is a signature event. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you get, I think, 650 points, if I'm not mistaken, or 600 points for a signature event. His 16th win career. He's 6th in the world. He's won this first one right now. Look at this stat. This is a stat I want to show you, and I want you guys to understand. He's played 10 events and made 10 cuts. He's 100 out of 100. He's 10 out of 10 of making cuts. Once you make a cut, you put yourself in contention. Once you put yourself in contention, you start competing. Once you get your flow, you start competing. Now you start dialing in. Now you become elite. Now you become number 1. And here you go. Your plaid jacket. Congratulations to him and his new caddy. The floor is all yours. And 2 runners up, ladies and gentlemen. He was due. This is a guy that, we need to see the Spieth now. Spieth was in the... Now we need to see all these players dial in because the young are coming, and it's not getting easy with all the other brands, all the different leagues. So we got to get back to excitement. Floor's all yours. Congratulations to Nolo. He called it.
Hey, I don't know why I left you first because you said everything, but because you just went in you said everything, there's nothing else for me to say. Besides, I called it last week, ladies and gentlemen. I've been in the JT train since
for
the
a
fall.
while.
Since the fall that him and Scotty went out there in the Bahamas. In the Tiger tournament, I forgot the whole name of the tournament.
It does good for the league. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 years without winning, he ended this drought, and the biggest club that he has to say thanks to is the putting. The putting, ladies and gentlemen, was there. He left the field. He left the field on that, and he was outstanding all the way around. He came through whenever he needed to come through. He was in there, locked in. At a moment, I was a little bit concerned because I saw Nova coming, but as soon as I seen that Nova hit that putt in the 18, and whenever golfers miss the putt, they already get up, they hit the ball, but they walk to it quick. So as soon as I saw him walk, I was like, oh man, he missed it. And nothing bad against Novak, right? Novak, you're gonna have a chance.
Play lights out.
You did. You play lights out because I just had JT, man. I can't root against my boy. All right? And then he finally got his win, and he got to get it with his daughter. He was fantasizing about seeing all these players winning and the kids coming in. Guess what? It happened in where it happened in a signature event, the RBC. Like the stage was set for him. It was outstanding. Yep. You cannot put this in a movie. He was due already. It was outstanding that it came in the RBC. So now he's set for 2 more years, exemptions, all this great stuff. All right. So a couple of things I want to mention. His best friend is in the bag. So outstanding. He was the whole time. And I don't got his name, but if I get it for you next week with the videos whenever I called it too. Okay. So, but you can hear the whole conversation of his shots. And great, by the way, great TV moments by the TV, by NBC or ABC, whatever I think it was CBS, whatever chain it was, because they were there. You can hear the conversation. You can hear the thinking process. You can hear everything. So that was like outstanding. In every shot, it was a conversation, Miguel, with the caddy. What you think about this? Okay, go out there and do it. Oh, what about the win? Wait a minute. Everything was a math. Everything was perfect. Other than him on 18 coming out the first time and kind of he missed the fairway. However, his second shot was there. He had a chance to end it right there and then. But he did. He went to the extremes, and it's totally okay. But JT, man, listen, don't kill me like this ever again, okay? Because don't
the boys don't get a heart attack. Stop giving nervous vibes.
Like I was screaming out here,
McElroy vibes.
Yeah, I was about to get in the shaky mood with you, okay? You was gonna get in the shaky mood. Whenever I saw that you missed the birdie chance to finish it. And then nobody hit a great approach shot too. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Cannot be.
It said playoff all over it. I tell you that.
The broadcaster called it. Like in hole number 14, he said something about like, it's too early to say playoff. And then they all started laughing. But you can see it. But in my thinking process, whenever I saw that nobody hit that shot, was here we go, bass bar all over again. They're gonna go ahead and sweep the rug out of my boy JT, and he's gonna fumble this. That it was my thinking process after he missed that putt in 18. My thinking process went straight to that particular moment in the bass bar. I was like, oh my God, I hope that he's not with me in that moment. And he can lock in, which he was locked in.
You don't want to get that vibe.
You don't want to get that vibe. But another thing that I want to point out, his dad, what an emotional win for his dad too. His dad was going crazy over there too as well.
He saw his kids since the struggles, you know.
Yeah. This is what golf is about. The struggles, and whenever it pays off, right? Your hard work, dedication. You're coming in, making it happen. Own words of JT saying you don't realize how much you miss winning until you win again. So that is a big statement, and just like I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, me and you talking about right now. All right, this is not what Miguel is here just to be the judgment day. JT, listen up. JT will win.
Multiple.
So I told you today, JT will win
multiple
another tournament. Right now, with this win, he moves from, I think it was 10 or 12 to second, right behind Rory. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not
FedEx six in the world. FedEx second.
He is not going nowhere. JT has figured something out, and is
legit
the putter.
Six.
If the putter comes in like they came in this one, watch out.
In this season, he's number 1 in average. He's number 5th in per round. Per
So
average
I'm telling-
putts, he's number first, and per round, he's actually fifth.
Listen, this
But
3-year
he's
drought
low.
is done and over with. This monkey is off his back. All right. So we are excited here, and we call golf your boy, your number
'Cause
one
we
fan.
called it again and
Your
again, and we'll
your-
be calling it again.
Your number one fan is telling you you will win another one. Book that. All right. Hopefully, I pick you in you know,
And the right ones, right? Hey,
the fat dude, you know.
that's a guy
those
that if
things.
you leave out, I pick him too, because
Yep.
I don't, that's
I'm
not the
telling you.
Rory.
But
That's not Rory or
what
just
what
leave
a
him out at the wrong time there, Tiger.
what a happy moment, the emotion that he showed in 18 whenever he made that putt. His wife coming over, talking about the support. You need a good line of support. Don't ask me, ask Rory. He's the guy. Okay. Ask him. He's the one that has the support now that he had years ago. Okay. So once again, shout out to JT, shout out to his family, shout out to his dad, shout out to the PGA for bringing us that. Like this is golf right here, man. This is what golf is all about. I'm pretty excited.
The caddy,
the friendship, everything was outstanding.
The plaid jacket, the lighthouse out there next to all the event, everything. Just great overall tournament.
What's going on, Hush on Sounds? Hey, I appreciate it for being here with us. You already know we're here at the Golf Junkies talking about the RBC and the emotional win of JT, and your boy Noto Boy called it. So I'm over here all excited about it. It was a great weekend of golf. Tons of golf, ladies and gentlemen. Tons of golf to talk. So we're gonna keep it moving here. We're gonna keep it moving here. And Miguel, there was another tournament. There was another tournament, Miguel. A lot of people didn't break. This is one of those tournaments that pissed me off too. I'm gonna talk to you right now. All right. So with that being said, let's go out there and talk about this tournament, Miguel. Let's go. We call golf. All right. Another tournament that it was going at the same time as the RBCHeritage was the Corrales Punta Cana tournament out there in our sister island, not island, but sister republic in the Dominican Republic. So before we start talking about this, I'm going to bring this topic again. The Punta Cana tournament and the Puerto Rico Open should be moved to another day. Why? Because they are big. Why they are big? Because they give birth to future champions, to future people that are going to be moving around the ranks, or is going to directly inject that particular individual in that for some odd reason they take off after they win the Punta Cana or the Puerto Rico Open. It happens every year, and we do not miss on that. Okay, so for that exact reason, you have to promote these two tournaments by themselves if possible. If not, move into the fall. Move into the fall. Why you don't put it in the fall? And then have one of those of the fall move to this position. That's my personal opinion, because right now we miss last year. Billy Horschel won the Punta Cana last year.
Yeah.
And then you see what he's doing this year, bro. From TGL to here, competitive golf all the way around. Billy Horschel. Then, oh, my bad. He won the BMW over at the DP World Tour. So, listen, these tournaments always bring a future star or injects directly fuel to a veteran. In this case, this star is Garrett Hugo. I'm sorry. Hugo, my bad. Hugo. So Hugo came out of nowhere, Miguel. This was an outstanding win from him. It was a dog fight. All right. So I'm gonna talk to you about what happened during this couple holes, right? So number one thing that happened. Yeah, he did great. Garrett did great the South African prospect. He did awesome. This is the second win that he has in the PGA, so it's outstanding. But this is the problem. The problem was not him. The problem was
somebody gave it away to him.
Yeah. So in the interview, he said, "Well, if you would have seen, well, it's in the lines or whatever." And I got you, Gary. I got exactly what you're trying to put out there. All right. So it's not the Puerto Rico Open. Consider I got some messages here. I got sports where all collectively going crazy the whole weekend. Great to see, outstanding. And then he says, not the Puerto Rico Open. Consider more for newcomers and or people trying to get back in groove. So exactly, you are hitting the knot. So when veterans like Billy Horschel, in that case, right? Billy Horschel, I mentioned one last year, won it, Punta Cana. However, he was not a big factor. He didn't win for the past year or two. But guess what happened? He came in and he started doing TGL, started popping. You can hear him more. Also, he went to the BMW overseas, like I said earlier, and he actually won that one. So that's whenever he
went on a grind.
He went out and he just took off. He just took off. Now let's go. So now let's go to the Puerto Rico Open. The Puerto Rico Open have given us not only stars, has given us FedEx champions. Okay, so in the Puerto Rico Open, you know who won that? Tony Finau, a star, one of the biggest stars out here in the PGA. You know what gave us the Puerto Rican Open? Victor Hovland, FedEx winner. You know, so every single time you had to promote that a little bit more, and if you leave it outside this big tournaments that happen, like signature events and stuff like that, you will get to see them more. You will get to know who they are because you put them by themselves. So by giving them that space, then you can be like, okay, oh, who's that guy? Oh yeah, right, yeah. Another one, Pop Gaiter. Gautier, something like that it is. Dude in the Corn Ferry, the youngest one to win in the Corn Ferry. He came in here. He was in the. Yep, he was out there in the fight. Yep. Matt McCarthy is another one that nobody knows that actually won the Corn Ferry and came in. So once again, this tournament helps confidence and it boosts up those veterans. So that's why I am saying, I'm suggesting you that are seeing me and you can have an opinion just like Hutch Sounds has. You know, can let us know what you think about that. Can we move this tournament down? Can we move into the fall? Because the tournaments are getting seen. The tournament are getting views. You get to see like what is the upcoming, right? Because all of a sudden, this dude won. Who's this dude? Where he came from? Next thing you know, he won the Puerto Rico Open. He won, I don't know, whatever other tournament we got in the Punta Cana, all this second tier tournaments,
I'm sure, right? Well, I'm sure it has to do with course wise. It has to do, I'm sure, with weather. I'm sure it has to do with contracts that has been signed with these courses. I'm sure it has to do a lot with a lot of other. They don't want to pit it over any other events. I'm sure they have channels that don't have the space for them. So I'm sure it takes a lot to even put in for the naked eye to see from our point of view.
Completely get it. However, in the fall, Puerto Rico doesn't get colder. The Dominican Republic doesn't get colder. So like weather-wise, that's perfect. I get contract. I get all that, Miguel. I truly get. There's a work around. If they're working with the LIV,
think about it.
Try to bring LIV. There's a work around with this. Okay, that's my personal opinion. But let's go back to the Punta Cana and Corrales. So Joel Damen. All right, Damon. Joel Damon. What can I say about you, man? It was hard for me to see this golfer go through the last round of golf, especially the back nine. It was a toughie all the way around by making little errors. If people do not understand, whenever you play in these courses that are in the Caribbean or courses that are nearby a beach, like the wind becomes a huge factor. Like even for putting, even for the simple gust of wind is going to move the ball. So there's some things that happen here and there, but miss a 2.5 putt on 2.5 feet putt, that shouldn't happen. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what Joel did. All right. On hole 16, he missed 2.5 feet putt that put him in -1 going to the last hole. Ladies and gentlemen, then he went ahead and bogey 17 and bogey 18. So, and ultimately, Garrett Heigl end up winning the tournament. And I think, and I'm sorry about that, I think it was 16 or it was on 18 that he missed that 2.5 feet. But
16 he made bogey. And 17 he made bogey. He lipped out of 2.5. But he lipped out that one because he went to go tap it in thinking that it was so close that he pushed it a little bit. It went right around. And that just comes by frustration, ladies and gentlemen, because before all this, it started on 13 with the bogey on 13. When the ball came back and he could have get it up and down. So that when he started on 13, he missed that. And then he missed a 2-foot uphill putt. Once it came down a little bit to his feet. So, and basically he gave the tournament away. He could have actually forced a playoff and he couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
So
Garrett wasn't arranged.
That's just giving it away, basically, because even Garrett, he made a bogey, but he was calm and collective about it all day. If you see this kid around, he was calm and collective, right? This kid already has three events, and he already has 3 cuts under his belt. So he's just getting into this already, right? He already has 64th place already, 1 top 10, 1 win, 3 cuts made out of 3 events. He actually tied for 12th in the Puerto Rico Open. Does he do good on island courses? We don't know, but he's doing good on the island. And just to have this kid in 2019, fresh off the 25 years old, fresh off the rack, like we would say, just pitting his youth into play. Listen, winning on the PGA is not easy. Congratulations to this kid. Put some respect on the kid's name.
Yeah,
he just won the Punta Cana.
He did what he had to do.
He just won this.
There's no problem.
Joel Damon, he'll figure all that out because obviously he's a good player as well, but missing that bogey on 13 just tumbled all the way to 16, 17, and then obviously he couldn't even force a playoff on 18, so he just gave the tournament away. Congratulations to Eagle. He had to do his thing. He did his thing. He stayed in it. It's not his first rodeo neither.
Yeah. No, definitely on that. Let me
University of Nevada.
I got Hush again. I think that the other events to be asked to move or to take a space from another tournament, I will assume some people will take it the wrong way or an insult. In a perfect world makes sense, but egos. No, and I completely agree. My suggestion is not to take anyone away. My suggestion is to move in and extend the fall or something like that. You can extend the fall because you get like 2 weeks or whatever, and then start a little bit later than that. That's just my opinion on that. But hey, I can feel, I can understand that. That's a pretty good way to think about it, because usually, especially on golf, like egos go crazy on golf. Like it's just, and the crazy thing is that this is a sport, a gentleman's sport, right? So whenever you bring that up, people are going to be a little bit contained. But I just think that we are missing our time on other future prospects that usually on the fall is whenever we kind of see them, really. But since other tournaments are taking over, you can barely see them. Like a lot of people could say
I saw part of it, and I know a couple guys that was in there. Look at like Tosti's out of 68. Tosi been coming up. He shot a low round. He kept in there. He had a chance too.
Toasty had the lowest round on the round 4,
Yeah,
on the 4th round.
Yeah,
So
68. So
it's nothing to take
there's
away
some
from
people.
Toasty.
There was some.
Nothing
Yeah,
to
there
take
was
away
some people in there.
from Rigo. Nothing to take from him neither. You know, he did his thing. He posted a 64 the first day. He posted a 68 the second, a 70, and a 72. At the end of the day, he won it. You know, there's nothing to say about him. He's a 7 until 2027. At one point, Torgensen is his name. Torgensen. I always mess up his last name. It's Torgensen, something like that. Torgenhagen or something like that is. The third. He tied with Toasty and Joel too as well. So, but you gotta think about all this. Toasty needed this one too, man. Toasty is playing with
bro. Listen, you gotta understand, having the top 10s, top 5s are getting you exempt.
Toasty
top 5s are paying you money. They're giving you points. All this stuff. Top 5.
Toasty
he
really
needed to. You just need to be in top 25, actually, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I saw Toasty in there. I was like, yo, I think Toasty's gonna win this. If they would have had 2 more hosts, I think Toasty would have got it. Because you know Toasty he's proactive, he's a killer, man. So
at the end, he posted.
Hey, that first round, shout out to Garrett, man. That first round he had a 64. He only had 1 bogey. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
So that first round set him up for the weekend. So
you get that feeling of just like, man, my game's gonna go good, and you just go with it, get a good, get a good vibe. That's what it is. Calm, collective. You watch him out there; he's calm, collective. He was flaring it out to the sides. He was in the bunkers. He was on the sides. He got up and down. He got good up and down. Calm, collective.
It's tough, man. It is tough to win. It's tough.
4 days. 4 days. It's tough. I went out there today, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I shot a 38 on the front. I was like, "Man, this is."
Here we go.
You go in the back. Yeah, here you go. Then you go in the back. You get a bogey and another bogey. You're like, and then
okay, wait a minute. Let me step back.
40, 45. Shoot a 40 or 42. Now all of a sudden,
it's all part of it. So before we go ahead and move forward, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got another sponsor. It's Pepatos Security. Let's go and get
can't do it without him. Can't do it without him.
Pepatos Security. Ladies and gentlemen, they have created something unique to share with friends and family. A charcuterie box, cup, or board includes variety of meats, cheese, fruits, olives, nuts, crackers, and sweets. The charcuterie is perfect for birthday parties, anniversary, girls' nights, business meetings, and much, much more. Please contact them through Facebook or Instagram or the webpage, charcuterieltd.com. And remember, se habla español.
And remember, se habla español. Y'all already know what times it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Time for your picks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up this upcoming weekend, we got the Zurich Classic out there in New Orleans, out there in TPC, Louisiana. Holla at your boy if you're from the area. Let us know what's going on, what happened that weekend, and what are your thoughts on the whole 9 yards on that weekend whenever you go out there and visit. Y'all already know what's the deal. All right, it's time for our picks. Let's go and make it happen. Miguel, go ahead. You got honors.
Listen, well, remember, guys, this is why this is called We Call Golf, because we're gonna call it here, right? This is the time for you to put your picks in there. See if you can battle up with us ourselves, and we'll take our picks. We're gonna tell you a little bit of why we got our picks. Obviously, these two, this one I have to talk about. The number 1 in the world, done. Conversation over. The guy next to him is potentially winning a couple more tournaments this year because he's doing just as well as Rory, but not winning, but he's still in a good position. He's really close to winning a tournament. His swing is really dialed in right now. The last tournaments, he's been up there in the top 10, staying in relevant in the top 25. A lot of glory has been going out there. He's going to be due here soon as well. That's my first pick, and I'm going to talk a lot about that. My second pick, obviously, is Keith Mitchell and JT Posto. The only reason I'm picking this guy is because this guy's hot. I don't know if you guys know about this guy. he is kind of he carries himself kind of like a beep beep beep.
Can I add to
I don't
that
want to
one?
say no. I want to keep it. I want to keep it. You know.
Can I add to that one? He just finished second in the Punta Cana.
I know. No. And a lot of, if we go back to the event, he is right now. He should be. He's been in every top 10s that he's been in. Well, I lied, but he's been relevant. He's
been up there. He's been somewhere sometime during the weekend.
A lot of events. He's been runner up now. He is due to win. I think he can just do it with the partner because it's going to be less stress, and plus his swing dialed in. I think he can get the win. That's my pick. This is my main pick right here. By the way, you see this? What does it say right here? We call golf. Keith Mitchell, JT. Watch this. So Kim and Bay. I'm Bay and Kim. This kid on the bottom here, he actually was in contention the other day for the last tournament. And Bay, and Bay, I think shot a low round, which makes them a super transformer from the other side of the pond here. So I got all my bases covered, I think, right here. I got number one to the next probably winner right here. And this guy is shooting lights out. These are my picks, ladies and gentlemen. It's a format. It's a two-man format, just for people can know that, right? It's going to be, I guess, best score out of both of them. Not sure how the tournament. I hope I can pull that up pretty soon or have the information. But those are my picks. Please put your picks in. Just go in golf. Just go PGA. Pick right now on your phone. PGA tournaments of golf, and then it's going to take you to this next one, which is the Zurich Classic, and then you're gonna see the field. Just pick 3 of them, pin them in the comments. Let's see how you stack up with We Call Golf with us.
All right,
what do you got over there?
So the Zurich Classic is in New Orleans. Everybody knows this. There are 80 teams composed of 2 players. All right, this tournament is an alternate between 4 ball. Each player plays their own ball, and the team scores in the lower of the 2 in each hole.
It's the lowers. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. And take the best lower score.
Foursomes are alternate shots where players take turns hitting the same ball each day. Top 33 teams and ties advance to the weekend. All right, it's a 72 hole. Everybody knows this. All right, so playoff occurs. If playoff occurs, then both of them go out there and just like a regular playoff. You go to 18, they do it again. However, they do alternate between 4 ball and foursome until a winner is determined. All right, so that's what the actual scheme format is. So whenever we say foursome, Miguel, whenever we say 4 ball, what are we trying to say to the public that is watching us? That don't understand what 4 ball is.
So 4 ball is that there's 4 players, so they're going to play each ball. So they got 4 balls. They're going to play it out. It's called the 4 ball. Everybody gets their own shot. There's 4 balls that's going to go out there.
Okay. How about the foursomes?
And then the foursome alternative shot. The alternative foursome. So the foursome alternative shot will be, let's say Rory hits one from the driver. Lori's going to hit his second shot. McIlroy's going to hit the either chip and then Lori until they continue switching out into the hole is all the way to the hole and the ball's inside the hole.
All right.
So they're going to switch every shot.
Yep. So that's what happens on the Zurich. That's where you see the both teams. Those that are golf junkies,
I already knew it, but whoever
doesn't see 2 people in a team, see tag team, like what the hell is
break
this?
It down how they're playing it. Yeah,
that's how they're playing it. Okay, so just want to go about that. So now, in New Orleans, for some odd reason, Hogue and Horschel. I went with veterans, ladies and gentlemen. This first pick. My first pick was veterans.
That is not a bad pick, though.
Straight up veterans. Okay. Hogue has 1 career win, 3 top 10s this year. So also he turned pro in 2011, the Stateville, North Carolina product. Obviously, University of Texas Christian University. This guy right here in his career has made 61% of the cuts by himself. And I'm talking about Hogue. I ain't even getting
Hogue is doing really good.
Yep. I'm not even talking about Billy yet. My guy that sneaks up on the ball whenever he's in the green. Okay. So once again, B.D. Horschel, y'all already seen him in the TGL. Y'all seen him everywhere. This guy is outstanding. Love his vibe. Love the way he plays the game. Love his energy. I think this is the perfect combination between them two, and they will actually be in contention. Telling you right now. Now, moving from them to my boy, Tigala. Y'all already know what's the deal. All right. Y'all know. I don't play around. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's my boy Tigala. I can't let him go. Ladies and gentlemen, just like I was with JT, I'm with Tigala. So I'm not stopping my pick on Tigala, but this time he got the double glover. I like
Rye. I like Rye more than Tigala right there. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, he's hot right now.
But guess what? Tigala got the distance. All right, Tigala got the distance, and Rye got the iron on play, and they both can work out the putting. All right. So we will see what happens in this. I like the mix. You know what? And for the first time for them to get together. Tigala's a little bit shaky. You know, we're not gonna go crazy. Okay,
we're gonna get him a little.
It's a little shaky, but it's okay, Tigala. I'm with you all day. You already know. I'm not gonna leave you in the bandwagon, bro. I'm with you. And once again, the Zurich helps players get more confidence to move forward. Ask Rory, he didn't have no win last year. After he won this with Lori last year, he won a tournament after that. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye.
That's my pick. Back to back, baby. Let's go.
Keep an eye on that. All right. So, on top of that, in this one, I went in an adventure. Okay. I wanted Vadia, but Carson Young, it's a little sneaky in there. Okay. All right. So, this, I always like to pick an underdog, and this is my team of underdogs right here. All right. The lefty with the righty combination in 1-2 punch. They're going to hit you where it hurts the most. Okay. So we will see what's going to happen on this wonderful upcoming weekend, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for those that do not know, yes, they do collect points, FedEx points. The winner of this gets 400 points each. Okay. And then they get like $1.2-1.3 million. Okay. That's not to split that each one of them gets that. Okay. So this is a tournament for them to get back on track. Okay. So do not worry about it. Just sit back, enjoy it. It's great because it's different. It's a different format. You don't get used to this. And even for them, it's different because they don't usually play with a team in a team format. They play separate. So this is outstanding. And I like they doing it. And they do it like halfway in the season. So it's pretty accurate. You can hear and you can think, you can see the thinking process of your partner and how he approaches the game.
It's really good to have a team because remember you go versus these guys and you kind of hate them on the other events. So just to have somebody there, that's why Rory and Lori win it, and they do super well together.
Man,
they've been playing a lot of events, and they've been winning.
They've been together 20 years of friendship, man. Those two are like brothers already. Okay,
so it helps out to have that connection in between these. It keeps the game interesting. Remember, there's different tournaments, ladies and gentlemen. They do different events, different tournaments. There's a lot of different formats out there. There's a tournament that goes by points. It doesn't even go by strokes. So you're gonna see a different, which keeps the game really interesting. It's still golf. Just buckle up. You will
Trust me, you guys will like it because it's just a different format all the way around. So, with that being said, let's go to our third sponsor with Escape to Paradise. Let's go.
Escape to Paradise, Puerto Rico. Your adventure starts here, where we offer half and full day charters to the islands of Icaco, Palomino, Vieques, and Culebra. Leaving from Fajardo, our 20-foot Stama boat has a bathroom, radio, and fresh water. Super comfortable for a full day. All tours can accommodate up to 6 people, and each of our tours includes beverages and snacks, except the full day that offers a full meal. We are known for our customer service and unforgettable experience. Enjoy the chance to snorkel and swim on the most beautiful beaches of our islands. Half-day charters offers you 2 schedules, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. and this only visits Icacos and Palomino Islands. The full day charter prices may vary depending of destination. To see our availability, go to escapetoparadisepr.com. Click on book now and search by date. We only work by reservation. For other accommodations and more, please call 787-516-1025 or you can write us an email at escapetoparadisepr@gmail.com. Escape to Paradise.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Escape to Paradise. Always, hey, if you go to the island, please hit them up and let them know that We Call Sports sent you. And they're going to give you a quick discount in there. They're going to take you around. They already know what's up. All that good food, all that experience that you're going to have out there is going to be outstanding. So, let's go at it, Miguel. Just to let you know, I seen Ingrid since she was in LSU. I seen her since she was out there in college. This girl right here from Sweden, Ingrid Lindblad, she is a beast. She got records in college that not going to be touched right now. All right, even though records are being, are made to be broken, I don't think so. That won't be that fast. Okay, so in her third starts, she gets a win, outstanding performance, and she was not the only rookie. Another rookie from Japan.
All three of them were rookies. Aiki Aiwa.
Yeah, she was up there with. She was up there with her.
Maya Muyen or something. She was another.
And Miguel, what's going on with Lauren Coughlin, man?
Coughlin. She is
a beast.
She's gonna be up there. She's supposed to be Nelly, but she's a little behind now. Now this year she came to play, and this girl, the one with Ingrid, you nailed 15 times, 15 wins in college.
Yeah, she's a beast, bro. I've been seeing her.
No, 15. So awards. The 2024 Ping Award went to her. The Anna Construction 2024 went to her.
Yeah, she's a beast, bro. She's gonna take over, man.
She was 50 weeks on Top World Amateur Golf Ranking. 50 weeks, number 1. We're not talking about a girl that she just now hit the scenes now because obviously I guess she wanted to go professional and she decides to go professional. 25 years old, 5 years in LSU, like you said, right? Obviously, she got her card when she was 25. She like you said, her third start already won $562,000. Wins by a stroke, minus 21 for all 4 rounds, 68 on the last day. Beast. Then she birdies hole number 1, does bogey on number 3, then continues to go on number 4, does a birdie. On number 5, does a birdie, goes on to finish it off, makes a birdie on 18. Obviously, Iowa, she had a putt to go for a playoff. She missed it, but
everybody was saying
she's
the
a player.
Broadcaster was saying she plays really gutsy. She plays gutsy.
Look at her
So
length. Look how tall. Look at her length. Look at her body's type. It's just like she'll hit the piss out of that.
she is a beast, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't heard about her,
We would see her a
now
lot this year.
you hear this is one that the LPGA needed to be in the LPGA. So
A matter of
one
fact, in her interviews, you know what she
So-
said? She said it's not all that to win. It's for her. Of course because you win 15 times your 2024, your 2024 award, your 50 weeks on number
I'm
one
used to it.
ranking of
I'm
amateur.
used to it.
She's like, I don't think it's a big deal to like win. Well, yeah, now she starts on the PGA.
Yeah.
I can see why she says this. Her third win, she
Yeah.
just wins it.
She
That's
accustomed to
scary.
it.
Be scary of this girl when she's on that leaderboard. Be scary on other tournaments that you be in.
She
Lydia
will
Cole, Nelly,
will
Cock.
take over.
No, this
I'm
girl.
telling you,
Oh, this
now-
girl. Be careful.
Remember, we told you this year. She's not. Maybe she gonna take over. Maybe she gonna. No.
She'll probably do a year that
will take over the LPGA.
She'll probably be the the Steph Curry like on the WNBA. She'll be like that person that comes in and starts with and blows it by storm, and everybody starts seeing the WAPG and goes sees her to play. She could be that person.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. Ingrid Lindblad, Sweden. She will win another tournament this year.
Oh,
and that's the second. I gave you two. I gave you JT's gonna win another one, and she's gonna win, and he's gonna win
multiple. She's gonna win multiple ones. Multiple.
That is guaranteed. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
So outstanding performance out there. She played good. That's the way. Whoever doesn't seen her play, that's the way she plays. She don't know how to play nowhere else, nothing else. Okay, so stay tuned with her. She's coming, be on the horizon. People that love the LPGA are already talking wonders. Annika wonders about her. So once again, congratulations to her. So let's move to what is coming up in the LPGA, and it's the first major of the year. Let's go out there and get it.
We call golf.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, so the first major of the year for the LPGA is the Chevron Championship. And as always, we got to make our picks. Miguel, the floor is yours, man. Go ahead and get it.
Picks, obviously, right? Last year winner is Corda. It's kind of tough that she's going to be in the field. But obviously, I'm going with my girl, Lydia Cole. I think she needs to win a few more to actually establish herself like, okay, I'm here to stay for a long time. I think she needs one more win. This is a tough name for me. Tabatanaki. She is playing great golf. She's actually, I think she's tied the last couple events. She's got couple top tens. Lilia Vu is my girl. She hits.
Yeah, you always
bombs,
picking her.
bro.
You like
because she's
her.
always good. And I remember when she did the last Open that she lost, I think, by a shot or something like that, or won it or lost by a shot. But these are my picks. Obviously, these girls strategically, I see their events. I see who's in top tens. I keep up with that to see who keeps relevant, because that's who's always gonna at least get up there. So these are my top three. These are my picks. And well, we'll be back here next Monday on We Call Golf to see how we stacked up on the field.
Yeah, Tabatanaki. She actually played with with Nap in one of the tournaments that they won and they actually won it too. So she's pretty good. I watched that tournament. I saw her putting is outstanding.
She keeps on top tens. She has a couple top tens.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, my picks. Y'all already know what's the deal. You got the back to back with Nelly Corda. Back to back.
She jumps in the water again.
And by the way, that's what I was going to get to, Miguel. So that's why you see this is one of the tradition for the Chevron. You jump into the water, okay? After you win, you jump in the water. Then they give you like a towel
with your caddy.
Yeah, and then they came out. That's just tradition in this on this particular tournament. So she might get another swim out there in the lake. But you already know. You talk about your girl hitting bombs, boo. Talking about her. Let me present you a little somebody called Charlie Hall. Okay, she is the leader on distance in the LPGA. She's a beast. Once again, taking over. I love her a lot. Her approach, if her approach is on point, she's gonna run with this tournament. Yeah, her approach. If her approach is her second shot is in like nearby the facility, she's gonna make it happen. Her putter has been getting better as week comes, but man, talking about that driver, that club is just is made for her, point blank. All right, okay. So my girl, Gino Tatinkul, love her. Okay, she's the opposite of Charlie Hall. She plays finesse golf. So she plays placement, playing the field, playing the hole.
So you're
So
saying everybody else is playing checkers, she's playing chess?
That's all she's doing right now. That's all she's been doing. Okay. So her pepio, where she makes her money, is in her second shot, her approach. Striker, love her with the irons. She is crazy, mad talented. I love her a lot. She will win a couple more tournaments. Okay, so stay tuned with her. By the way, I think she won the AO10 with not the scrambles, is the approach last year. So there's tournament there at the end of the year. They give prizes or trophies for people that have the most approach, the consistency, and the scramble and all that. And she won it last year. So I gotta bring the name award. Yeah, I gotta bring the name of the trophy, but it's outstanding. So this is our picks. This is Miguel's pick. This is our picks. Hey, listen, it's a major. Okay, so this is gonna be taking care of everything. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this is one of the biggest tournaments in the year.
They're gonna all be out there, the elites
and the LPGA. All right, so once again, it's gonna be in the Woodlands out there in Texas. So if you're around the area, this is a must see right here. So we're gonna move forward out here and talk right quick about LIV, and then call it a day because we already hitting that hour. You already know. We stealing the time from y'all. Let's go and get it.
We call golf.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is golf, but it's louder. All right, so we're gonna go out there and get it right now. So Mark Leachman actually won his first tournament after moving to LIV. Now it took him 4 years to actually win this tournament. He has won tournaments, but as a team, as you can see on the right underneath of Miguel's side. So the Rippers, which is the team of the Australian team, literally, right? All of them are
the
Australians. The Rippers took over took over the Blue Monster. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what they call the course out there in the Trump National Golf Course. Okay, it is the Blue Monster. Is what it's called. It has a lot of a lot of water. On it. So, and the wind was blowing like crazy. And for him to post a 68 that final round, it's outstanding. So I'm extremely happy to see Mark Leachman in there. By the way, we need you in the PGA too. We miss you, man. I love the way he plays golf. It's outstanding.
Yeah, he has a smooth swing.
Yeah, I really do like how he plays golf, man. I really do. So just to give you a perspective of the golf course, Brooke Koepka. All right, Brooke Koepka, Masters winner, multiple majors won. He says that the Trump National Doral in Miami is a big boy course, point blank. If a major or a person like Brooks Koepka, so much that he accomplished in the world of golf, he's telling you that, you got to take that under consideration.
It is a big course. It's a big course. That's called the Big Monster for a reason. It has a Blue Monster for a reason. It has this big wall like to going over the monster of the baseball park. So it does have that there. I have the privilege to play it years ago, and once I saw it, I was like, "That's kind of weird." But obviously, that's why it's called for. Yeah, Mark Leishman, congratulations to you. His birthday is funny that he's 1 year younger than I am.
No.
And he was born on the 24th of October.
Wow.
And then my birthday is in October. But anyway, that was just a funny fact that I just put. I saw him that pulled up. Listen, congratulations to him, to the Rippers. They needed to get this win. They were not relevant on the boards. Listen, you know how for long Leishman has been playing?
Yeah.
Since 2005.
He's been playing a lot of golf, man. That's
20 years later.
That's a lot. That's a lot
He
of golf.
won. Look at he's holding a trophy. 20 years later, he's holding a trophy, my man.
$4 million in his pocket.
Only got 6 wins too in his whole career, right? That's just so funny. But listen, he's still kicking. He still got it. Obviously, he's showing these guys that he still got it. Went to the LIV, got on the team event now. So listen, he played 3 top 10 events. I don't know. I don't know how much times he got, but having a win and having a team win obviously is going to boost him up on the LIV. Hope he can keep on going. And good shout out to him.
And he came out of nowhere last tournament in Singapore. He finished 51st, like almost in the bottom, right? And then coming back and winning this one in Miami is outstanding for him. Also, on top of that, this is the 14th time in LIV history, Miguel, that a team has swept a tournament. All right. So you had an individual winner and a team winner. So that's something like outstanding for the Rippers. I feel like the Rippers, every other like tournament, they in the mix. They got really good golfer out there with Smith also as well in that team. So I mean, I love it. I love Cam Smith too. Like I love the way that he plays golf too.
Cam Smith,
yeah, he's outstanding. He's outstanding on that. So let's keep it moving out here for LIV and have the picks for this upcoming one. Let's go and check them out.
We call golf.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what happened in Miami. Let's go out there and make it happen here in Mexico City, which is this upcoming weekend. Miguel, tell me about your picks and tell me why.
My pick, DeChambeau. Obviously playing a lot of golf on the YouTube world, on PGA Tour. He did okay in the Masters. Obviously, he's been playing great golf on LIV. I still think he's young. He's still, trying to get the world to love him back again, right? After he was on the edge. He was on the villain side, and he almost played it way too good. So now he's on the other side now, giving great things in YouTube, giving great content, keeping relevant, doing better things now, have a better perspective of life, how it, impact him in his social way. Now that he's more out there and people are loving him, it seems like we're getting the better DeChambeau, right? I do kind of want to see him win now. I'm rooting for him a little bit more. He's grown on me. Team-wise, I'm going with the Flyers, the High Flyers. Obviously, Phil Mickelson, he's growing on me too, right? If Phil Mickelson's still out there, he's still kicking it, and he's 49s, and he's getting his swag back. He's doing a lot of things. I think they can win it as a team. DeChambeau can win the individual event. That is my pick for LIV Mexico City. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, nice pick. Quick veterans out there is pretty good. So now let me bring you into the new blood. I've been talking about you guys about Puig for the last 2-3 weeks, right? So David Puig, listen, he's one of the youngest. He's the second youngest on the LIV Tour right now. He also represented Spain twice in the Junior World Cup in Japan. So, and also he's native from Barcelona. He's you already know what's the deal. He's one of those Barcelonians. I got you. Yeah, you already know what's the deal. So he comes. He actually won, helping his nation win the silver in 2018 and the bronze the following year in 19. So, hey, it's outstanding. This kid has tons of experience already, and he's the second youngest, and he's coming in this tournament. This will take him out there making over the hump. Did you know that he also was in the Torque? He was with Torque. He was with Neyman's team. Now he moved from Neyman's team, from Torque, to the Fireballs, and they are winning like crazy now. So once again, the Fireball team, that's the team for my tournament listen, they were already won 3 times, and this could be the 4th time. All right, with Encier out there in Mexico, native Mexican, he's gonna go out there and get it. So that's why I feel like he's his team overall will make that push. They're all Latinos, so they will can relate more around the surroundings and the hype and everything. So they will feed out of the people, and then they will actually come through and make it happen. So that's why I got the Fireballs this weekend. So with all this being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. We miss it by 11 minutes, but something always gets to us. You already know what's the deal.
No,
so
let's wait a little.
Let's go out there and get it.
We call golf.
Miguel, take it away.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again. I know that we take this hour just to give you golf. This is what we love to do. We're always appreciate it. If you see it live, recorded, subscribe. If you get any comment, we do appreciate it, highly appreciate it, so we can just keep on bringing you this content that we love to do here at We Call Golf. Obviously, any comments, shares, make sure you put in your picks, and we'll see you on next Monday. Sorry we had to go out Tuesday, but next Monday you have an appointment with us on We Call Golf. Highly appreciate you. Go out there, see your local golf course, see your local professional. Go hit the range. Once you hit that one ball, you're going to remember us, okay? So We Call Golf told you.
Hey, too easy. Go to a putting green or whatever, and what's it called? The putting.
Start with the putt, start with the golf,
and then next thing you know, you're already in.
You'll be in it. You'll be here on our channel.
So, yeah, definitely on that. So thank you for being with us. Like and share. We greatly appreciate it. We love to do this, but with you, it's a whole lot better. All right. So once again, if you're looking for a sign, this is it. Please don't do it. Your life is more, and it has more to give. Okay. So once again, the measurement of excuses is 0. Please, whatever you got in your mind, whatever you're ready to go and tackle, don't think about it. Just go out there and do it. Life is only one. All right. So keep moving forward. Hey, make sure that you pay attention to your loved ones. Tell them that you love them and everything. Please, everybody needs that every now and then. So thank you for being with us here at We Call Golf. Remember about all the programs that we have during the week. So if you don't know which one are, please just click on the bottom links in there, and it has straight to our Facebook, and it will let you know when is our programs, okay, during the week. So with that being said, thank you for being with us here at We Call Golf via We Call Sports Podcast. Once again, it's your boy Nolo Boy, #Red Cup. It's Miguel 101, Golf 101. This is it for us tonight. Enjoy your night. Hey, deuces. Have a nice one. Enjoy your rest of your night. Let's go.
We call golf.